name's Sophie and this is Christa. I just wanted to tell you a little story, how I met Christa. So I had been heavily involved in the New Age, and I had got myself in a very dark place. I actually developed a physical illness and I ended up in hospital in 2016. And when I was in hospital, I realised I was able to piece everything back together and realise that the reason I had got to that place was because I had rejected Jesus as my true love, as the way, the truth and the life. And so I was just, starting to realise that. And when I came out of hospital, I was in Heaton, and I met Christa on the street, and she shared the gospel with me and asked if she could pray for me, and it was just confirmation for me that Jesus was definitely calling me back to him, and that he was the truth, the way, the truth and the life, as I say. And then I met up with her again in lockdown, and she introduced me to a new church who were sharing the gift of prophecy, and I'd never heard of that before. So it's been really exciting, and I'll let you tell them what we do now.
So yeah, back in 2016, we were going on the street, talking to people about Jesus, hoping that Lord would lead us to people who wanted to hear, who wanted God, who were curious. When we met Sophie, it was powerful, and it was just so amazing to get a text from Sophie kind of 1 or 2 years later, after it all gone quiet. We hadn't met up for a while. Sophie was just on fire for Jesus. That was exciting. So we started talking more and more and more, kind of sharing what God had been saying to us and teaching us and showing us. And Sophie just had such a passionate heart for evangelism, and I'd been quite rusty. I hadn't been out on the street for a while talking about Jesus, so we decided to go out again, and so that's what we do. Now we go together with others as well and share about Jesus.
What I thought was interesting, which I didn't share before, was that we actually went out yesterday and we were speaking to a guy on the street about Christa was encouraging him about how God can speak to you in dreams, and that was the first thing you were telling me about when I reconnected with you in lockdown, that God can speak to your dreams. And I think you could sense in him that was really speaking to him. So sometimes you might give somebody a prophetic word on the street, but you don't see the fruit of it, or you don't see that it's really touched them. But often it has, and you just don't see that. So he might be blessed with a dream, and you really start to build a relationship with God. So be encouraged and step out in faith.
Absolutely. When we walk out with him and we listen for his voice as we go and share with people, he's like a sniper. He's so just accurate, and you don't always know why you're saying the words you're saying, but that person often does, or it triggers something inside that person, so they know that God is real, that the message we're sharing is true. So what I want to encourage people is go out, share seed, share those breadcrumbs, share what God has given you to say to people. Even a tiny little bit can make a huge, huge difference.
And the reason Heather told us to do this, because she wanted to let you know that even if you're a normal person like me, Christa,
we are not normal.
We still are normal.
But we are. This is it. We are not perfect. We are. We have our dysfunctions. We might sometimes feel nervous like a normal person. We might, but it's God who speaks through us. We're the vessels. We're the clay pot. It's what we carry. It's what he speaks that is so powerful.
Yeah, because that's it. I am quite a shy person. I don't really want to go and speak to everyone, but he helps you do that, and he makes it easy for you, and he makes it fun for you. So it's definitely a good thing to do. Okay,
Amen.
That's it.